Hello my friends! Today we're gonna do a good old-fashioned get ready with me. I haven't filmed in a while, as you may have noticed. So hopefully this isn't too bumpy, but we're just gonna get right into it. I'm first gonna go in with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I am almost out of this. It is so good. I will definitely repurchase it when it's gone. I just love how it smooths and blurs, but it also feels lightly hydrating on my skin, and foundation just wears really well on top of it. Next, I will prime my eyes. I'm going to go in with the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is a classic drugstore fave. It is just so good. You just need the littlest amount. For foundation, I'm going to go in with my new obsession. This is the new foundation from Natasha Denona, her High Glam foundation. I wear this shade Y4. I just like to apply it a little bit all over my face. No. I gotta get this blended in before I change my shirt. So I'm just going in with my Rose & Bin C42 brush. This is my favorite foundation brush. I love the way it's cut, and it just gives the most beautiful finish to the skin with whatever foundation I'm using. It blends it in like pretty much effortlessly. And oh my gosh, this foundation, oh, it's so good. I love the radiant finish. It looks skin-like, but it gives you coverage. It also claims to be blurring, which, like, I think I can see. It's not the most blurring foundation that I have, but with the radiant finish, that's not really surprising to me. Now I've got to deal with my shirt. Okay, my shirt is soaking in some Shout. Hopefully it doesn't stain because it's newer and I really like that color of red. Anyways, we're already off to a disastrous start. Let's just plow on, shall we? I'm gonna color correct my under eyes with this corrector from Delton. I really love it. It's their luminous eye corrector. It's the shade Rose Quartz, and it is so lightweight and creamy at the same time. It's really hydrating under my eyes. And if you're not familiar with Delton, they pack skincare into all of their products, including their makeup. And I just feel like this makes the biggest difference. I feel like it also helps my concealer to wear better throughout the day. So this is a step I do pretty much on a daily basis anymore. I used to never color correct, but I think I'm just that age now where I need it. I'm gonna go in with my Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This is my Holy Grail concealer. I love it so much. I wear the shade Y2 in this, and this is my third tube. I don't know if I've repurchased a third tube of any other concealer in my entire life. This is just so good. If you've tried it, you know. I forgot to put it on the rest of my face. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta get it together. I like to put it in the center of my face to just brighten. This is just a really good brightening shade for me. This concealer, if you haven't heard me rave about it on Instagram, or if you haven't tried it, it's just so lightweight. It wears so well on my skin. I like to put some over that eyeshadow primer too to just neutralize my eyelids because they can be quite pink. And then I set it with a tiny bit of powder so it doesn't crease. Today I'm going to use the Kosas Cloud Set Translucent Powder in Buttery. I've been trying to get more use out of this. The Cloud Set pressed powder, or baked powder, whatever it is a holy grail for me. And I'm really hoping that they come out with the standard cloud set shades in the loose version. That would make me so happy, because I do have issues with hard pan and also with the packaging like breaking on the normal cloud set compacts. Plus the powder is really fragile. I brought a travel size one with me on the cruise we went on last year, and I bought it for the cruise. Dropped it like 2 days in, shattered. Thankfully the compact was closed, so I was able to salvage it and just pretty much use it as a loose powder. But I'm almost out of it, so I'm gonna be repurchasing that soon. But this really is like a filter for your face. It is so blurring. And I have a little zit on my chin that we will just dab over with this as well. I feel like it makes any texture or imperfections or fine lines look so much less noticeable. And I know everybody loves pink powder right now, but I feel like with my undertones, I need to stick with yellow. I feel like pink can make me look a little bit sickly. Like it's not as like brightening on my skin tone as it is with others. So moving on, I recently got some new RMS Beauty cheek products. I've had and loved their blushes, and I've been able to snag a bronzer and a highlighter on sale recently, so really excited about that. This is the shade Tan Lines from RMS, and I got this during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So we will just apply some of that. It's really nice. The RMS formula is really unique, I feel. It's so light on the skin. Like it doesn't add like any heaviness or powderiness. It doesn't make things look cakey. They layer beautifully. Look at the warmth and dimension we've already built. I had a hard time choosing my shade in this one, but I'm really happy with what I picked. I feel like it was a good choice for me. And it's always hard to pick a shade when you're shopping online. I feel like I should be an expert at it by now, but I'm not. I'll also take some on the sides of my nose and under my jawline. Okay, let's put on some blush. Today I'm going to use the shade Sangria. It is so pretty. I love it so much. And I'm applying this with the Rose & Ben C41 brush. This has quickly become my favorite blush brush pretty much since the first time I used it. I love the shape. I love how unique these brushes are to my collection. They work so well. They've held up really well to washing. Oh, such a pretty blush. I'm also filming on my new iPhone camera. My memory slot in my Sony camera, I think, is broken. It won't read cards. There's like a thing sticking out that shouldn't be sticking out. So I need to get that figured out. See if I can find a repair shop. I don't know. I'm so bummed. But if the video quality looks different or the sound is different, that's why. Okay. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I can't go any further without eyebrows. I'm gonna use this ColourPop brow pencil. I lost the lid for the spoolie, so we're just gonna do that. This is just one of the standard micro pencils. Do a quick shape and fill in. So, like I mentioned before, I have not filmed a YouTube video in a very long time. And it's, well, there's lots of reasons, but one of the main ones is just the stage of life that I'm in right now with my kids. It's just hard unless I pull an Emily Noel and wake up at like 5 in the morning to film. And I don't have that in me. But my son started preschool this year. He goes 3 days a week, and it's so precious how much he loves it. So my goal is to use that time to start filming regularly again. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but that is my intention and also my hope. He's been in school for several weeks now, and this is the first time that I've made the time to film during that time, but you know, we're all just doing the best that we can, right? And I really do enjoy filming and creating beauty content. I've got a big box of empties behind me that need to be addressed too. I think that'll be my next video. Okay, now let's do some eyeshadow. I'm just kind of bopping around, but tone down that blush just a little bit with my foundation brush. It might look crazy now, but I think it'll look better once my eyes are done. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. Such a gorgeous palette. I have been really into Anastasia eyeshadows this week. So let's just create a look. I'm going to go in first with the shade Honey. Oh, I forgot to set my eyelids. Hold, please. There's powder everywhere. That's fine. It's just one thing after another. So I'm tapping out the creases from that concealer and just lightly setting my eyelid. Because if there's creasing concealer underneath the eyeshadow, it's just going to make the eyeshadow crease. Things are becoming higher maintenance as I get older, but it's fine. So I'm going to buff the shade Honey into that transition area. Take it underneath as well. I'm also filming using the back camera, so the quality is better, but I can't see myself, so that's risky. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E25 blending brush and the shade Rouge. We're going to blend that onto the outer third and into the crease. I just love how pigmented the Anastasia formula is. It's pigmented, but it's so easy to work with. We're gonna go with a warm neutral look today. Surprise, surprise. That is my favorite makeup to do, favorite makeup to wear. And this brush is such a workhorse. I love it so much. It is like a must-have. Cannot be without it. Can you hear my washer and dryer in the background? I hope not. They're across the house, but it's so quiet in here. That might be picking up. That shape got a little bit outside of where I wanted it to be, but no worries. The Beauty Blender will come in and save the day. And because I'm doing just such a light layer, it doesn't matter that I've already powdered that area. We can just do another light layer and fix it up. I'm just going in with no additional product. Make sure the blend and the shape is how I want it. Time check. Okay. Now for my lid. This is my favorite shade in the palette. We're going to go in with Sparkling Amber. So pretty. And just one swipe of the brush is all you need, because this one is loosely packed. And just blend it in, tap it into that matte shade on the outer lid. And this is a little bit darker than what I think I'm going for today. So I'm going to grab another shade and pop it in the center of my lid to kind of brighten up the look a little bit. Sometimes I go in with this rose water shade. It makes a really pretty combination, but I might grab something different. I'm gonna take my KVD Dazzle Stick. I haven't used this in a hot minute, and it's the shade Hail Surge. These are so fun and so pretty. I'm just gonna grab a little bit on my finger. Ooh. So pretty, right? And just place it where I want a little pop of brightness. This layers so beautifully over a powder eyeshadow. It's so sparkly too. Okay, we're putting this on a little more real estate than just the center of my lid, but I could not help it. Look at how pretty that is. Let's curl my lashes. Where did the lid go? Oh my goodness. I'm using my Tweezerman Rose Gold Eyelash Curler, and I just feel like this one fits the shape of my eye perfectly. For eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with my Itty Bitty Essence Stay and Play waterproof eyeliner. I believe the shade is But First Espresso. I have it nice and sharp. I love a chocolatey brown eyeliner. I feel like black just looks too harsh on me for every day. And I always take my Scott Barnes number 60 brush to clean up the edge. Kind of sharpen the wing a little bit. I can't do my eyeliner without this brush. I love it so much. Eyeliner formula is so good. It's so smooth and creamy, and it wears so well. The only thing that it doesn't stand up to is when my eyes water at the corners here, which is, it happens all the time. Sometimes inexplicably, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of allergies, and even though I take Zyrtec, my eyes will inevitably water if they come into contact with anything that's just even slightly irritating. Or, you know, there's the days where you're not careful with your sunscreen and it gets in your eye. Anyways, I haven't found a pencil eyeliner yet that stands up to consistent eye watering. It just melts my little wing right off. Thankfully, it's easy to fix. For mascara, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Lash Primer. This has become an essential step for me. It locks my curl in, and it makes any mascara look 10 times better. 10 times more dramatic. I mean, the 10 times isn't like a scientifically measured number. That is just me being hyperbolic, but you know what I mean. It can take just an okay mascara to looking like a fabulous mascara. And it can be a little bit tough to remove, but a good cleansing balm or oil as a first cleanse really helps break it down. But I feel like it also really helps my mascara wear better, and it dries pretty fast, so I like to work one eye at a time. I'm gonna go in with my Kosas Soul Gazer mascara. This is so good. I got it as a PR sample and I haven't been able to stop using it. I opened up quite a few new mascaras around the same time because that was what came in PR. But this one really stands out. I feel like it gives me a good amount of length, but also volume. I already have pretty long eyelashes because I use an eyelash serum. I use Grande Lash, if you're curious. So my main ask from my mascara is volume. I want to plump up my lashes. I want them super dramatic because that is just what I love. And this mascara with this primer, it's also pretty on its own, but with the primer, it just bumps it up a notch. So I usually do 2 dips. I'll do this coat and then I'll do one more dip in the tube. But that already looks pretty good. If I had to leave the house, like if I was in a rush, I would be happy with the way that looked. But we'll just bump it up a little bit more. I just love a good dramatic lash. And I feel like this doesn't get clumpy super fast. It doesn't flake on my face. It also has lash serum ingredients in it, which I don't know how much of that is getting to my actual lashes since I use that primer, but still love it when brands put ingredients that are good for your lashes in their mascara. It does a good job under my eyes. It doesn't like smudge and transfer and get crazy, but I wait to do my lower lashes until after I've done my setting spray. I always love seeing what order other people do their makeup in. I find it fascinating. I might be like bouncing around, like, and it might seem crazy to some people, but for me, like, there's a reason why I do the steps in the order that I do. All right, mascara is done for now. Now I'm gonna put on my highlighter, also from RMS Beauty, the shade Prosecco Fizz. I'm pretty sure this is the only shade they have right now. I would love it if they came out with one that was a little bit lighter, because I feel like this one is just borderline for me. Like, I can barely wear it, but the formula just melts into the skin so beautifully. Like, you can't really tell where it begins and where it ends. There is, unfortunately, like a little bit of shimmer or like a tiny bit of sparkle in it, but you can't see it unless it's like in direct sunlight. So I was disappointed about that because I am not about a glittery highlighter. I don't like it. But it doesn't stop me from using it. Then I just pinch the brush and put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And I haven't highlighted my brow bone yet. There wasn't really a shade in the palette, so I'm just gonna take a little bit on my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, which has been my go-to brow highlighter brush for over a decade now. And I still have the same one. It's held up so well, but she's probably due for a wash. I also need to highlight my inner corner, and I like to use a cream eyeshadow stick for that. I'm gonna use this Too Faced Quickie stick, Quickie Queen. What shade are you? Fairy Dust. so pretty. It's like a pink champagne shade. It's also sparkly. I love this formula. I want them to come out with some more shades in this. I have one more, and it's a shade I use all over my lid, and it is so stunning. But I can't remember what it's called. These are just so easy. I love using a cream eyeshadow stick for the inner corner. I feel like it just adheres really well. And I especially love it when it's one that has sparkle in it, because it just looks so pretty in that concentrated area. Okay, for setting spray, this is already out. I'm going to use my One Size powder melt spray. I just have to be careful not to spray too much of this, because I feel like it makes my eyeshadow crease if I do too much. So I'll try to go light with this. Hopefully that's all right. I'm kind of, okay, my eyelids don't feel too wet. I really do love the finish that this has on the skin. I feel like my makeup wears really beautifully when I've got this as well. I mean, who doesn't want glass skin? Okay, while that's drying, I'm gonna use some eyebrow gel. I really love this one from Anastasia. It's the Brow Freeze Gel. I just have to be careful not to use too much, or it looks gunky in my eyebrows. And I probably don't use it like the right way, but I just go in with the long bristled side and kind of brush my eyebrows where I want them, and then kind of use the side to lock them in. And then I go back in and fill in any spots that I maybe missed the first time, or now that I've kind of shaped my brows how I want them. I just go back and do a final fill in. I can tell I didn't really take my time the first go around, so we'll go back and touch those up when the gel is dry. Look at the glow on my cheeks from the Armas Trio, and also that setting spray. And also I feel like the foundation comes into play too, because it's just so radiant and pretty. I haven't picked out what lipstick I wanted to wear. The Makeup by Mario Super Satin lipsticks were like an instant favorite for me. What lip liner should I use? I think we'll go with Anastasia Hazelnut, but she needs to be sharpened. I really love that these are square. I wish that more brands would make square pencils. I really love this formula and the shades they came out with. Okay, so the shade I'm going to wear today is called Flat Iron. It is a warm nude. So pretty. I love this, like everything about these lipsticks. I love the formula, the satiny finish. They smell like vanilla. They're really comfortable. They wear really well. And Mario just made so many gorgeous shades. I have 3 of these, and I'm fairly certain that they are my favorite lipsticks at Sephora. So sometimes I like to go back in with my lip liner to just make sure I have the definition that I want, and that everything didn't get covered up by that gorgeous lipstick. We're almost done. I'm going to put just the tiniest bit of mascara on my lower eyelashes. I don't like it to look too crazy, but I do like to have something down there. I feel like this step really helps with it not transferring under my eyes. gonna pop in some eye drops because I feel like the lights that I have on are making my eyes a little bloodshot. I probably should have done that a while ago, but oh well, better late than never. Yes. Little mascara under my eye. We'll clean that up in a second. Hopefully it dries quickly. I love these eye drops. They are the Bausch & Lomb Lumifies. I'm sure you've seen them before. I'm just gonna, while that mascara dries, assess the situation, as Allie Glines says, and make sure my bronzer's where I want it. I didn't add any more product to the brush. I'm just using the brush I already had. Oh, now I'm gonna take this tiny little Q-tip because I don't want to go in with a spoolie right underneath my eye. Then the last finishing step that I go in and do, I know I already used my Kosas Cloud Set Loose Powder, but I take my pressed powder and I just take the tiniest bit and I go in underneath my eyes. Just do a little more perfecting, make sure that concealer is really set and locked. And it also gives me a little bit of brightness. I use the shade Breezy, and like, can you see the difference between the two sides? It's insane. This powder is magic. Even if they never come out with a loose version and I have to keep buying the little compacts that break and get hard pan, I will do it. It is worth it because it's just such a good powder. And then I take whatever's left and kind of put it on the center of my forehead here. Oh, and I do need to touch up my eyebrows. I might do that off camera. All right, my friends, I am back. Brows are finished. I did my hair, a little refresh, little dry shampoo, fix the bangs, and here we are. I decided I wanted to add a little bit of gloss to the look. I'm gonna use this one from Anastasia. This is the shade Cantaloupe. It's a really gorgeous peachy nude with a gold shimmer in it. I'm just gonna put it mostly on the center. I love the finish of these glosses. I love the feel. They smell so good. They wear really well. I also love the rose gold detail on the packaging. It's just so good. And then I'm gonna put on some perfume. This is Queen's Caramel from Ellis Brooklyn. It is their newest launch, and I seriously cannot put it down. I've already made a serious dent in this bottle, and I think I've had it for maybe a month. I'm a gourmand lover when it comes to perfumes. Like, my goal in life is I want to smell like a snack or a bakery just all the time. I never get sick of it. And like, from the moment I first smelled this, it was an instant love. It has caramel in the notes. It's sweet, it's delectable, it's decadent. It's not like too overly sweet or cloying or headache inducing. It's just like, it's signature scent worthy for me. And I have a sizable perfume collection and I have been ignoring it because I seriously cannot stop with this. It's so good. It's really well balanced and blended. Definitely check this out if you are interested in gourmands or interested in trying a gourmand. I feel like this would be a really good one to like dip your toes into the water. And with that, my friends, I will let you go. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will hopefully talk to you again very soon. Let me know if I used any products that you've been loving or that are like on your radar right now, and we can chat more about them in the comments. See ya.